confidence, dreams. That's what the killing game is all about. Killing game fans, hold your head high and watch with your own two eyes. Baseball, soccer, mobile games, they're all nothing compared to the killing game. The killing game just can't be beat. Behold, students, the entrance to the trial grounds.
I guess time's up.
Oh.
Oh man, it's just a few guys. I didn't have enough time to check something.
Huh?
What were you trying to check?
See?
I wanted to research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. But unfortunately,
Man.
I couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. You perfectly reenacted the seance as what was written in the document. He drew his magic circle the same exact way as in this picture. Not only that, he used the same exact tools too. Nothing suspicious about this whole thing. Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later. Wenn du dich vorher aufgrund von Blut verlässt, umfällst. Du siehst nicht gesund aus, Kumpel. At the class trial, so see you there. Koichi left the vodka loss, clearly affecting his footing a bit. Bloody Kokichi. Let's go too.
That's true.
Yeah, okay. Is Maki nervous? I see. So even she gets nervous sometimes.
Do you want to die?
What are you staring at? Do you want to die? Er geht mittlerweile schon gar nicht mehr drauf ein. Ich kann jetzt nicht mehr hier in den Raum reinsehen. Goddammit. Okay, dann müssen wir wohl mit dem arbeiten, was wir haben. Goddammit. Dann müssen wir wieder hier durch diese... Ja, durch das ganze Gelände hier navigieren. Und jetzt kommt der lustige Teil. Ich muss nach 2 Jahren herausfinden, wie die ganzen Minispiele nochmal funktioniert haben. Ich habe doch keine Ahnung. Hier lang, glaube ich. Ja, und hier geht's raus. Genau. Oh, der Danganronpa Soundtrack hat mir gefehlt. Wie immer, Danganronpa hat einen wunderbaren Soundtrack. Shrine of Judgment.
Oh dear.
It would appear we all have gathered, but it seems there are less and less of us.
Oh.
Less friends mean that it's much harder to solve mystery.
Don't worry.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure you've gotten a little smarter by now, Gunter. Yeah, Gunter do his best to help. I want you to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaito idiot level.
What?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Are you okay?
More importantly, are you okay, Kaito?
Ah.
Yeah, I'm feeling better now. But wow, Monkey Roll sure does pack a punch.
I don't know.
It's your fault. You don't need to worry about your dwindling numbers. Only dipshits have died so far.
That being said,
I know it's a tall order, but try to use your brains this time so I don't have to use mine.
Hooyah!
These golden brain cells of mine are a gift to the entire world. Sie sind mir Gift als Gifts. Aber hey.
Unacceptable.
It is as though every time you open your mouth you become less likable.
rest in peace.
Atua, please lend us your power.
But
It may be difficult for us to rely on Atua, considering what happened to Angie, whom Atua loved most of all.
well, you know.
She shouldn't have relied on Atua in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God. Especially Atua.
I also...
So what? Robots can believe in God.
Indeed.
Actually, before I even met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. You might call it an inner voice. It tells me what to do whenever I'm in trouble.
Got a minute?
How long are you going to say that for? Atua and ghosts don't matter right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, the trial this time is gonna be rough. We had caught him on Akuma's trap.
Huh?
His trap?
That's right.
He probably made the fourth floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating.
Right already.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
Hey, so
Shuichi, say something.
Huh?
What should I say? Sie haben halt recht. As usual, we walk toward the elevator in silence. As soon as we remaining survivors stepped aboard, we descended. Perhaps because there were fewer of us, the elevator seemed to move faster. And so we fell, faster and faster, downward into the black. The elevator stopped and, just like always, the doors parted slowly. The light that shines on us from the other side, the bright light of our future. Or is it?
Uh-oh.
Boy, they look really depressed. Must be because there's even less participants now. Don't say they look depressed. You make one of them sad. As much as I'd love to keep hearing this adorable back and forth.
Now then.
Let's hurry up and get this started.
Extreme!
At last, the class trial will begin. I hope you enjoy it to your heart's content. The third class trial was about to begin. Angie Yonaga, the ultimate artist. She created the Ultimate Academy Student Council to try to prevent the killing game. Then Tenko Chabashira, the Ultimate Aikido Master. She hated men, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. The two who were killed were both trying to stop the killing. And who was the one who killed them? Was it one person? Two different people? We need to pin that down in this class trial. In order to live, we have to find the truth. And I will fight for it. I will fight with truth and lies in this class trial. Truth and lies, okay. Wir müssen also... Oh, okay, da war gerade ein kleiner Bug. Wir müssen also auch lügen in diesem class trial. Ich habe keine Ahnung mehr, wie das geht, aber hey. Wozu gibt's denn die Steuerung? Wir machen dann einen Save-Punkt. Ja. Wunderbar, wir haben 0:17 Uhr. Wann habe ich morgen eine Vorlesung? Um... Ja, 8 Uhr morgens eine Online-Vorlesung. Das passt schon. Ja, das geht schon. Es ist zu spannend, um jetzt aufzuhören. Und es ist nur Baurecht, das passt schon. Oh, wie ich mich freue, wieder hier zu sein. Ja... Change Difficulty wäre wahrscheinlich praktisch. Nein, zeig mir mal das Handbook. Ah, ich kann gar nicht. Achso, jetzt kann ich. Okay, das ganze Projekt geht gerade ein bisschen langsam. Okay, das Menü ist ein bisschen komisch gerade. Also, das regelt sehr langsam. Zum Beispiel, jetzt drücke ich gerade nach unten. Nichts passiert. Drück nochmal. Nichts passiert. Jetzt habe ich gedrückt und ist was okay. Ist gerade ein bisschen verbuggt, aber okay. Ich weiß nicht, was hier gerade los ist. Okay, hier ist alles normal. Ja, mehr oder weniger. Okay, ich gehe nochmal, ich sehe nochmal meine Skills an. Na komm. Ich kann gerade nicht. Ah, okay, wir haben genau... Irgendwie ist das gerade ein bisschen verbuggt, warte mal. Kann ich mit den Pfeiltasten... Na, es geht ein bisschen besser. Okay, ich kaufe mir anscheinend keine Skillpunkte. Cool and Composed. Ja, die sind jetzt alle nicht so nützlich. Vielleicht noch der Lost and Fort. Wenn ich bitte nach oben gehen dürfte. Ich kann nicht. Ach, ein zu weit. Hört ihr das? The Time Limit. Ja, das wäre, würde ich mir theoretisch holen wollen, wenn ich nach unten... Okay, wisst ihr was? Kann ich mit der Weins laden? Nein, kann ich gerade nicht. Ich kann einfach nicht hier irgendwas machen. Ich versuche die ganze Zeit... Okay. Es geht nicht. Okay. Nach unten, nach unten. Ach, fuck das Shit, Alter. So, wir fangen an, ja. Ach, leck mich doch. Das passt schon. Wer braucht schon Skills? So ein Müll.
Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial.
Ach, wie ich das vermisst habe.
During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone. Now, smiles, everyone! It's showtime! Let's get this crazy awesome trial underway!
Sorry, everyone. I don't think I'm gonna be much help this time. Because of Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a thorough investigation.
I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Next time, spend less time fixing your hair and more time investigating, spaceman!
Shut up! I don't need to hear some comedy act from you two weirdos.
Who did it? Who killed Angie and Tenko?
Do not let your emotions hasten your judgment. There may be two killers.
So, our other culprit might not be one of us here.
Was?
What do you mean?
The transfer student. Maybe our resurrected transfer student dragged Angie and Tenko into the grave.
Stop it! Stop making stuff up!
Say something, Shuichi. It'll be a mess if this keeps going on.
Isn't it even possible for a revived corpse to be the culprit? Well, in the interest of being thorough, I should clear things up here. Okay, wie hat das Ganze nochmal funktioniert? Effigies hang upside down, necromorph.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased.
Okay, so kann ich Dinge aufnehmen. So
They
kann
came back
ich...
to life and
Was?
killed two of our classmates.
No! So, ritual did work?
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
Ah, okay, so schieße ich.
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back. Yes, Rantaro was resurrected. The culprit is the late Rantaro Amami!
Ich habe gerade nicht aufgepasst, ich war mit der Steuerung zu überfordert.
It!
This isn't about believing in reviving the dead. I have to focus on their statements. Where are those statements correct?
This crime was committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates!
No! So, ritual did work?
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back.
Das ist so nicht gesagt, oder?
Rantaro was resurrected. The culprit is the late Rantaro Amami!
Please, stop it!
Warte, wahrscheinlich muss ich,
This crime
Klick dir mal die Steuerung eben kurz. Das
was
war
committed by the recently deceased.
F3 ist meine Steuerung, okay. Escape, confirm, truth bullet, truth bullet, hold, lie. Was mache ich mit Q? Achso, okay. Mit E kann ich mich concentraten. Was für concentrate? Ah, okay. Das kann ich damit machen. Control. Kriege ich. Lie Bullet. Okay, ich kann also noch keine Statements da irgendwie rausnehmen.
No!
Forehead Injury.
So, ritual did work?
Nee, eben nicht.
Who was resurrected, I wonder?
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back. Yes. Rantaro was resurrected. The culprit is the late Rantaro Amami!
Please, stop it!
Warte mal. Ins Necronomicon. Was steht hier nochmal drin? Achso, okay, ja, jetzt hab ich's. Das Necronomicon mit The Ritual Did Work. Muss es eigentlich sein.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased. They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates!
No! So, that's wrong!
So, jetzt sind wir wieder drin. Jetzt haben wir's. Kein Problem.
I don't think Angie's ritual succeeded. According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us, you have to burn the Necronomicon in the ritual.
After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes of the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times.
If Angie's ritual had succeeded, the book would have been gone.
So she must have been killed before the ritual was complete, since the book was still intact.
Then, going to think Rantaro probably not culprit.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Danke.
Well, duh. There's no way a dead person could resurrect.
Now hold on a second. I can't let that comment stand. Sure, everybody knows that you can't bring the dead back to life. But it's easy at the Ultimate Academy, as long as you use the Necronomicon.
What are you talking about? There's no way that's possible.
But it's true. I never lie about motives.
Daddy said so he can't be wrong. Raising the dead is totally possible.
Man, I can't believe you guys wasted such a perfectly good motive. You should have let me use it to bring Monodum back to life.
Monodum is still alive, though.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't waste a resurrection on Monodum's corpse.
Auch gut zu wissen. Ach, der Habe.
Oh? So resurrecting the dead was actually possible this whole time?
There's no way it's possible!
There's no way that could happen, idiots. Monokuma is trying to confuse us.
Ich muss mir kurz mein Mikrofon richten. Kleinen Moment. Und mein Stuhl. Das könnte jetzt ein bisschen quietschen. So. Das kommt dahin. Du kommst dahin. Ich setze mich so hin und dann ist alles wunderbar.
Let's hurry up and find out who the blackened is.
If our transfer student isn't the culprit, then blame falls to one of us.
Who? Who did it? Step aside, Half Pint. I'll handle this.
Oh, bitte nicht.
I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Kyo murdered Angie.
What? Why?
Don't play dumb with me, Creepshow. I already know what happened.
Ja, das ist interessant. Backdoor, Lockpitching,
The culprit
Sumugi's
used a
account.
katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke in, and murdered the fuck out of Angie! Oh yeah! I'm a fucking genius!
Naja, aber die Türen waren verschlossen.
The culprit used a katana to kill Angie.
Aber warte, welche muss ich denn
And
verwenden dafür? Ich gehe einfach mit der Front Door.
Was found in Kyo's research lab.
Anyone
Warte, was war nochmal der Account von Tsumugi? Okay, da können wir Tsumugis Account einfach
could have
verwenden.
taken that katana, you see.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
I did not care about
Some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm. You went to the classroom, broke...
That's wrong! No, Kyo would not have been able to enter Angie's lab. Isn't that right, Tsumugi?
Yeah. Before Angie locked herself up in her research lab, she said she wasn't going to open up for anyone but student council members.
And Kyo is not a member. She wouldn't have opened the door for him.
Kyo couldn't have killed Angie even if he wanted to.
I had no desire to kill her in the first place.
So whoever killed Angie must have been one of the student council members, yeah?
Könnte sein.
I was doing a bit to lead you to the right answer. Can't believe you actually got it.
Oh, how clever.
Gonta, glaub ihr kein Wort.
You can just ignore her, Gonta.
Genau.
The remaining student council members are Gonta, Kibo, Tsumugi, and Himiko.
Well, it can't be Himiko. She was besties with Angie. I trust their friendship. You guys do too, right?
Yeah, of course.
Can we trust their friendship so readily?
Obviously. Let's believe in them.
That trims our list of suspects down to 3. Gonta, Tsumugi, and Kibo.
Okay, ja, anscheinend lassen wir das wirklich durchgehen.
Yep. The culprit is one of those 3 people.
You mean one of those 2 people? 'Cause a robot ain't people, Jack!
I will let that remark slide. Anyway, aren't these accusations just a tad too hasty?
What ifs? The culprit should confess already. Gonta, Keyboy, or Tsumugi? Well,
No, not Gonta. Gonta would never kill Angie.
Yeah, Gonta's a gentleman. You shouldn't suspect either of us.
Hey, stick up for me too.
Going to definitely not hurt anyone. Torture Gonta if you don't believe.
Okay.
Torture might be a bit too far, but Gonta and I aren't the culprits.
And I'm not the culprit either. Jeez.
I'm not the
We're
culprit.
not the culprit.
Oh, okay, was muss ich jetzt aber machen? Mass Panic Debates, okay.
We must consider other possibilities.
Also ich muss auf 3 Leute gleichzeitig.
Not betray student council.
That's utterly impossible.
A dead chick
Not just
can't be the
anyone can open
culprit.
that door.
Why?
Only student council members have.
I heard it! No, it wasn't just student council members that could have opened that lab door.
Ich liebe diesen Sound, den nebenbei der gerade spielt, der ist so unglaublich gut.
What was it you said earlier about Kyo opening the door, Shuichi? Unless you're a student council member, you can't enter Angie's lab, right?
I was referring to Kyo. He couldn't have done it, but you could have. Because I saw you open the classroom lock by picking it.
Kichi pulled out some thin needles and stuck them into the keyhole of the lock. Click, click, click. Clack. There. Open sesame.
Oh, that happened? I totally forgot.
So you're going to pretend you don't remember, huh?
Quit glaring at me like that. Of course I remember. Yeah, I did it. I killed Angie.
Wait, what? What did you just say?
I picked the lock to her lab, snuck into the room, and then wham! Killed Angie. The culprit was me, all along.
What?
What are you saying? Is this some kind of joke?
Nah, no joke. I thought that if I confessed, I could atone for my sins. And it helped. I feel so much better. Whew!
Der Typ ist so ein Arschloch.
Wait, so Kokichi really is culprit?
Natürlich nicht.
No, he's lying. I think. Maybe?
He's lying. I'm certain of it.
No, definitely not a lie. I killed Angie. Shouldn't you guys believe the culprit when they confess?
Then let me ask you, culprit. How did you lock the room?
Huh? Well, it's the same as opening it. You pick the door closed from the outside.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Huh? What doesn't make sense? Can't you lock a door by picking it?
Maybe, but that's not how the culprit locked the room. They used a different method.
What different method?
Yeah, Mumbles. Use your big boy voice and explain yourself.
There were 2 doors to the classroom, and the one locked last was.
Was wenn das wie es so sagt? Die Backdoor. Ich kann grad. Okay, Backdoor. Hallo? Auswählen? Ich würde das gerne wählen. Ich drück. Oh, okay.
That's it!
ich konnte gerade wieder nicht drücken.
The back door.
Ich habe immer so Spiele neu
That's how they
starten.
made this a locked room mystery.
The back door had a sliding lock, yes? How was it locked from the outside?
Okay, kurzer Cut hier. Ich glaube, ich starte das Spiel mal eben kurz neu. Okay, ich hoffe, ich kann jetzt halbwegs normal Dinge auswählen. Weil ich meine, wenn ich hier im Menü bin, da funktioniert das einwandfrei. Da kann ich hier hin und her springen, der reagiert auf alles, aber manchmal, also bei diesen Auswahlmöglichkeiten, da hat er gerade nichts gemacht. Mal kommt, dass es jetzt besser wird.
The culprit used a certain tool.
The tool that the culprit used to lock the sliding lock from outside was... Was muss ich nochmal machen? Was? Was muss ich nochmal machen? Hä? Ja? Was muss ich nochmal tun? Tour of Mission Color. Oh, Monokuma, okay. Hier, das muss doch das hier... In der Mitte soll hier das Katana sein, oder? Das ist die Sichel... Ach, goddammit. Ist das Katana hier? Ja. Du bist es.
I see it. The gold leaf katana that was stabbed into Kaede's effigy. The culprit used that to hit the knob of the sliding lock to lock the door.
So the gold leaf was on the sliding lock because...
Because when the katana hit the lock, some of the gold leaf rubbed off on it. The gold leaf on that katana did peel rather easily.
That evidence rings a bell. Specifically, a school bell.
Huh? Are you talking about a different school? What school was it?
Now, that doesn't matter anymore. Let's not dwell on the past.
Das ist wahrscheinlich eine Anspielung auf dem ersten Teil mit dem Locked Room Szenario.
Ooh, the gold leaf landed on the sliding lock when the katana touched it. So that means the culprit used the katana to move the sliding lock, right? But wait, how did they move it with the katana? And from outside Angie's lab?
The clue that might give us the answer is the layout of the area itself. It was an odd setup after all. The katana stabbed into the effigy. The effigy's hung upside down.
Angie didn't do that as part of the ritual?
No. Nowhere in the Necronomicon did it say you had to hang the effigies.
If it was not part of the ritual, then it must have been for a different purpose, right?
A different purpose. What could that have been? The culprit somehow used the setup to lock the room. Die muss sich ja dann mit dem Ding gedreht haben, irgendwie, um den Riegel davor zu schieben. In that case, I need to know the reason behind every step of that setup. Huh. If I do that, the way the culprit locked the room should be clear. Okay. Die roten musste ich reinfahren, nicht reinfahren? Musste reinfahren, okay. Okay, das ist ein einfaches Minispiel, das kriege ich hin. Also, hoffe ich. Turned the handle? Man hat ein größeres Zeitlimit für sowas. Lock, oder? Ja, what turned the handle of the sliding lock? Ne, das Katana. Was ist die Effigy's Hand? Das Katana. Ja, das haben wir rausgefunden. Und das war irgendwie in dem Ding drin. Also müsste sich die Wachsfigur irgendwie gedreht haben, oder? Okay, es ist nicht so das spannende Minispiel, gebe ich zu. Was dann to make the katana turn the lock, okay. Ja, was? Sliding katana or stepped into effigy. Ja, offensichtlich. Kann ich irgendwie beschleunigen nochmal. Naja. Wird schon auf der maximalen Geschwindigkeit. Oh mein Gott, das kann eine Weile dauern. Aber hey, dafür ist das Soundtrack ganz nice. Ups. Ja, alles cool. So, wir haben es ja schon. Aus the effigy, manipulate to make the katana effect the lock. So. Wenn ihr mir jetzt zeigt, dass der Upside Down aufgehangen wurde, dann... So, jetzt... Spinning it, oder? Ja. Aber wie sie das gemacht haben, ist halt die Frage.
That's it. The reason the culprit stuck the katana into the effigy was so that it would hit the sliding lock as the effigy spun.
Effigy spun?
That's right. If you spun the effigy, the rope it was hanging from would twist. Then, if you let it go, the rope would unwind and the effigy would spin the other way. And of course, the katana would spin with it.
I see. So the culprit used the katana's counterspin to push the lock into place?
The culprit simply needed to spin the effigy's rope and then swiftly leave. This would cause the spinning katana to hit the sliding lock. And thus was the back door of an empty classroom locked from the inside.
Not bad.
Yes, that's how Angie's lab was locked. By using the effigy with the katana.
A plan born from the heart of a sword traveling through the air to intercept us. Oh, but could it have moved the slide lock so easily?
The sliding lock was pretty loose. A little push could move it. As long as the spinning katana hit the lock, it would have slid into position.
Even if the culprit failed the first couple times, they could keep trying until it locked.
Fair enough.
Which is why the culprit chose to strike at nighttime, as to avoid detection.
Wurde eigentlich schon jemals jemand am Tag getötet hier? Ich weiß es nicht mehr. Doch, Rentaro. Ja, doch. Und in den Games eigentlich auch immer jemand am Tag.
Yes, since the student council prohibited anyone from walking around at nighttime.
Are you saying it's the student council's fault?
I didn't say that.
In any case, the culprit probably used the murder weapon for this trick. It had to have been the right length to hit the sliding lock from the effigy.
The culprit couldn't find a blade long enough in my lab, so they settled for the katana.
The other effigies were only hung up so we think it was some kind of ceremony. That way, we wouldn't notice the lock trick.
But Kokichi did say earlier that he could have picked the lock closed. I don't want to completely ignore that possibility. But I can't imagine the culprit would have done all this just for a distraction.
If that's the case, then Kokichi's confession earlier was actually...
Seriously? You fucking lied again?
Ist das so schwer zu glauben?
Cough it up, Kokichi!
Oh, man. You guys got me. Okay, I'm not the culprit.
You're telling the truth this time, right?
I want to say I'm lying, but I'm not.
Why did you say you were the culprit?
I wanted to lure the culprit out. If I claimed to be the culprit, then the real culprit would agree as well. You get me? And if they pressured me to confess, then that would have looked mighty suspicious. Sheesh. Darn it. It didn't go my way because Shuichi butted in on my plan.